This week's parsha, we have the emotional moment of Yosef revealing himself to his brothers, and there's a nuanced change of language that appears when Yosef starts talking. Yosef says the famous words, Ani Yosef haod avichai, is my father still alive? And the brothers can't answer, but then Yosef starts explaining, Vayomer Yosef alachav, Geshuna elai, come closer, Vayomer Ani Yosef achechem, asher mechartem osi Mitzrayim, I'm your brother that you sold to Mitzrayim. But don't worry, that you sold me. Because it was lemichya, it was to provide sustenance in the future. And then Hashem sent me to you, He sent me here to be able to provide for you. Hashem sent me here. If you notice the change in language, Yosef first says, you sold me, and then he says, sent. There's a change from sold to sent. What exactly is the difference between them? So one might explain that Yosef had every reason to be bitter, to be angry. He was sold. He was thrown into the pit. But Yosef puts it into perspective, and Yosef realizes that a Jew is not sold. A Jew is sent. And if he was here, he's a shliach of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's the message that Yosef was saying to his brothers. Yes, there was a mechira, but me, I recognize that it was a shlichus. The Sefer HaChinuch in the mitzvah of Nekama, where he discusses how hard it is to not want to take revenge. Sweet revenge is natural. Revenge is something that we all want to do, naturally. So how is it that I could get into the mentality of not taking revenge? So the Sefer HaChinuch describes that every person in life is both a subject and an object. We don't know how this works. HaKadosh Baruch Hu has it worked out. But on the one hand, we each have Bechira Chavshis, and we have free choice, and we're going to be held accountable for all of our actions, and there's Schar Va'onesh. But me as an object, everything that happens to me, that I'm just passive in, so that was meant to happen. And I have a shlichus to react to whatever happens to me. So the person who hurt me is going to have to stand in din v'cheshbon because he hurt me. But me as an object that I was hurt, it was meant to happen. And Yosef had that attitude with his experience in Mitzrayim. Yes, he was sold, but he recognized that it was a shlichus. And we have to recognize now, wherever we're sent to in life, we're sent. If we're stuck somewhere in traffic, if we're stuck somewhere there's a weather related delay, whatever it is, wherever we are, we were sent there. It's a shlichus. A Jew isn't sold, a Jew is sent. Have an amazing Shabbos.